Been a long week for me, as you can hear my voice. Sorry I haven't been uploading lately. Been sick all week, as you can hear. I don't have that stuff though. Just know that. I don't have that. There's other sicknesses other than that. It's been, sinus has been, I guess I had a sinus cold or something, and you can hear my voice. I don't got that kind of time because it's a panoramic. Okay? I wasn't gonna do this video there because I wanted to come back, you know, being able to breathe out my nose. I said, nah, I ain't doing nothing else. Y'all won't care. But come back with a, you know, short video like I always do. I'm gonna start back doing some gaming videos too.
Brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
So look out for those coming up. But for right now, we're gonna be doing a reaction video on one of my favorite shows to watch when I was growing up. And I still watch it now. 27, I still watch it. But it'll be SpongeBob. Compere, really, Galen? Conspiracy theory. Number 1, the Squidlum theory. It's I'm looking at it. It's like multiple ones. So if you like this, you wanna watch the rest of them, you know, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, do the same thing, hit the comments. Let me know if you want to watch some more of these. But hey, yeah, and hit that post notification bell so you know when I upload. So we're gonna jump into this video and let's see what they talking about.
Squilliam Fancy Son! Squilliam Fancy Son! Squilliam Fancy Son!
Squilliam Fancy Son III is Squidward's rival from high school band class.
So, I just took my private yacht across my private lake to my private heliport.
He's more wealthy, popular, and talented than Squidward, and he always rubs it in his face.
That's right. I'm living your dreams, Squidward. Oh, just succeeding in everything you failed in.
But I intend to prove that he's a fraud, using his wealth to make himself seem more popular and talented than he actually is. He goes to ridiculously extreme and expensive lengths to humiliate Squidward and show his superiority, and I feel like
he jealous of
SpongeBob is one of my favorite shows from my childhood. Even going back now and rewatching the old ones, it still holds up. You might think, it's just a kid's show, there's no continuity, there's nothing worth theorizing about, but the show constantly brings back characters and references to previous episodes, and if you look closely, you can connect the dots and find some very interesting stories.
I never noticed this
stuff. And today, I'm going to prove that Squilliam Fancy Son III is a manipulative fraud. Evidence number 1, the pet hospital. We first meet Squilliam in Season 2, Episode 15, Band Geeks. The episode opens with Squidward playing the clarinet and getting a knock on the door.
Yeah, we're with the pet hospital down the street, and I understand you have a dying animal on the premises.
Immediately after, Squidward gets a call from Squilliam.
Hey, y'all know something? If you go back and watched the very first episode of SpongeBob right when SpongeBob moved in, Squidward was playing the clarinet and he sounded so good. I forgot the episode, but SpongeBob did something and the reed got stuck in his throat. And ever since then, Squidward could not play the clarinet.
We'll be right over.
I noticed that when I watched the first episode. Like, I never noticed that when I was a kid.
Please start after the... Sounds as though you've got a dying animal to attend to, eh, old chum?
I believe that not only was Squilliam spying on Squidward to know when he was playing his clarinet, but he also hired the doctor to come and embarrass Squidward.
Yeah, we're with the pet hospital down the street. Pet hospital down the street.
We have never seen a pet hospital in Bikini Bottom. We've only ever seen just the regular Bikini Bottom hospital. We've seen this purple doctor fish before, but once again, he's never worked at a pet hospital. We've only ever seen him at the regular general hospital.
Well, Mr. Squarepants, it seems you have the suds. Are you ready for your treatment?
Then there's this green fish behind him, and we've only ever seen him as one of the many identical paramedics
driving
at
up,
Bikini
yep.
Bottom Hospital. We even see him at the end of the episode to take Squilliam away after fainting. So it is very likely that Squilliam hired these two and told them to pretend like they're from a pet hospital just to humiliate Squidward. But this is just the start of Squilliam's elaborate lies. Evidence number 2, the Bubble Bowl. In the same episode, Squilliam also says,
I'm the leader of a big fancy band now, and we're supposed to play the Bubble Bowl next week. The problem is, I'm busy next week and can't make it, so I was hoping you and your band could cover for us.
But we've never seen Squilliam's band before, and despite claiming he's too busy to
Nope.
make it to the Bubble Bowl, he still shows up at the end to watch
He made it
Squidward's
anyway,
band.
yep.
So both his excuse and probably his band were made up to pressure Squidward into humiliating himself at the Bubble Bowl. Evidence number 3, Squidlums Friends. In Season 3, Episode 8, Squilliam returns. Squidward leaves for work and conveniently bumps into Squilliam and all of his fancy friends, despite Squilliam not seeming like the kind of guy that would come near the Krusty Krab. He and his friends make fun of Squidward for working as a cashier.
Hold it! Don't tell me! You're a cashier! Don't lie. Lying always makes it worse.
But I believe that this encounter was planned out by Squilliam in advance, and he hired all of those people to pretend to be his friends. Take a look at Squilliam's friends. They're all nicely dressed, you kind of get the sense that they're fancy, high-status members of Bikini Bottom, but they aren't. This is more like what the fancy rich people in Bikini Bottom look like. These are just some regular Bikini Bottom citizens. Most of them usually don't even wear nice clothes like this. And most of them are regulars at the
Mr. My leg.
and would already know Squidward as a cashier.
My daddy doesn't have enough.
Yo, like, come on, man. I mentioned this in the Squid Game. The people who find this stuff. Come on, what time do you have? I will not see this. I will not see this stuff. What time? Applaud. That's what you're getting. The time. Like, that's everybody you see regularly at the Krusty Krab. So they know Squiddy already know he's a cashier.
These are not the type of people Squilliam would hang out with. I mean, why would Squilliam be hanging out with one of Pearl's teenage friends? At the end of the episode, Squilliam even admits to his whole life being fake.
I made everything up about my life. I have no yachts, jets, or anything. I was only trying to impress you.
And then, of course, he quickly says he's just kidding.
Is that true? Of course not! I'm filthy stinking rich!
But was he kidding? I mean, obviously he's rich, but is there a nugget of truth in there?
You don't got no.
Evidence number 4. The
You don't got no
statue.
friends.
In Season 7,
lonely.
Episode 6, Squidward has to pick up trash for community service, and Squilliam once again conveniently bumps into him and reveals he's cleaned up so much trash that the city actually built a statue of him.
Maybe if you clean up Bikini Bottom, they'll build a statue of you. Oh, wait! They've already built one. Of me! I cleaned up all of Bikini Bottom in only 1 week.
I believe that once again, this encounter was staged by Squilliam, and he actually paid to get that statue built. As Squilliam tells Squidward about the statue, a female fish admires it and says,
Bless you, Squilliam Fancy Sim. Bless you.
but if you remember, this is one of those friends Squilliam likely paid, making her whole comment feel
That's
very
crazy.
fake. By the end of the episode, Squilliam's statue gets destroyed. A police officer approaches and they have this exchange.
This is your statue?
It was.
Squilliam admits that it's his statue, not the city's. And why else would the officer give him specifically a ticket if it was city property? Evidence number 5, the concert. In Season 6, Episode 17, Squidward watches Squilliam play the clarinet at a big fancy concert. He receives a
Sorry about it. If you hear me sniffling and I'm recovering. Don't mind me. Watch the video.
standing ovation, causing Squidward to leave angrily. But I believe this entire concert is a scam. Not only has the audience been paid to cheer, but Squilliam never even touches his instrument. Once again, many of the audience members were part of Squilliam's quote-unquote friends, but we also never actually see Squilliam play the clarinet. The episode opens right after he's finished his performance with the audience cheering, and one member of the audience says,
He's such a great musician. He doesn't even have to touch an instrument to be brilliant.
maybe the real reason Squidward leaves so angrily is because the audience audience cheered for Squilliam even though he never even touched his clarinet. Maybe Squilliam is just as bad as Squidward at the clarinet and he's trying to hide it. Squilliam has gone to some pretty extreme lengths just to humiliate Squidward, but nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to what he does next. It's number 6. The Music College. In the same episode, after Squidward leaves the concert, he's approached by the headmistress of the Bikini Bottom prestigious
what you gotta say about this?
Aren't you the esteemed Squillium Fancyson III, who we all came here to see perform tonight?
She mistakes him for Squilliam and offers him a position as a professor. Squidward pretends to be Squilliam and teaches a class, only for the police to burst in and arrest him, all while he's being filmed on live TV. And I believe that this is Squilliam's most elaborate and most expensive scheme to destroy Squidward both publicly and legally. This encounter where Squidward gets offered a job is already suspiciously convenient, but listen closely to their exchange.
I'm Squillium Fancyson.
But didn't you just say a minute ago that your name was Squidward Q Tentacles?
It is. No, I mean, no, I didn't.
Well, that's a relief. I mean, what kind of a moron would go to their worst enemy's music recital?
What kind of moron would go to their own enemy's music recital? How does she know that Squidward and Squilliam are enemies? If she knew who Squidward was, then why didn't she recognize him? Why would she mistake him for Squilliam? This feels way too much like she was hired by Squilliam to set a trap for Squidward. And if that's not enough, the headmistress's associate is literally just a guy from the paid audience wearing a disguise. He just threw on some glasses to seem smart. Squilliam knew that Squidward couldn't resist the opportunity to teach a music class, even if it meant breaking the law.
My very own music class.
Then we get to the Bikini Bottom prestigious music college. Right off the bat, there's something very fishy about this place. The building itself is very green and grimy and has a very cheap metal look. Nothing about this says prestigious except for the big sign on top, which feels like the only new thing about this building. I think there's a very good chance that Squilliam just bought some old warehouse, then stuck a sign and some paint on it to disguise it as a college. I mean, look at these other schools in Bikini Bottom. They all have a very nice structure and a paint job, but this prestigious music college looks like a dumpster. Going into the classroom, not only does it have another one of Squidlums Friends, but if this is such a prestigious college, how did SpongeBob and Patrick get in here?
Would you two numbskulls mind telling me what you're doing in music?
He know, cause Squilliam know that SpongeBob and Patrick is Squidward's worst enemy. Squidward despises those two with so much, what a word I'm looking for. I'm gonna say grace.
Nope.
I don't know if it's the right word. I'm slow. So much grace. He despised them with so much passion. That's the word. And he invited SpongeBob and Squidward. No, SpongeBob and Patrick. Why is it SpongeBob and Patrick? So that, cause he know that those two are not quite right in the head, and they're gonna aggravate the mess out of him, and they're gonna blow his cover. That man, Squilliam on a different level.
Sure, Patrick's New Year's resolution was to learn to play an instrument.
They say it was their New Year's resolution to take a music class, but you'd think it'd be harder for them to get into an esteemed music school if they just decided to go to it on a whim.
As slow as
they're
they
just letting in anyone to sell this ruse. Then, both the police, Squilliam and the headmistress, and a live news broadcast show up at the same time to arrest Squidward for impersonating Squilliam. If the extremely coincidental fact that all of these people suddenly showed up at the same time isn't enough for you to believe that Squilliam set it all up, I've got something that's going to blow your mind. Squilliam literally has the police working for him.
Squidward Q Tentacles, I'm placing you under arrest for impersonating a genius.
If that doesn't sound like he's been paid off, I don't know what does. The lengths that Squilliam goes to humiliate Squidward are insane. He literally builds statues and entire buildings just to make Squidward feel inferior. But why? Why would anyone go so far to embarrass an old high school band classmate? What happened between them? What could have caused this extreme level of dedication? Well, unfortunately, we never really get much information on their past. I've spent hours reading through the SpongeBob Wikipedia and looking at old episodes, and there really just isn't any clues that would explain their weird relationship. I guess we can't solve everything, but either way, that's my theory. Thank you so much.
They really didn't do a backstory for those two.
I'll see you next time. Wait a second.
What happened?
Wait a second. Season 6, Episode
What
5, Slide Whistle Stooges. Just a normal episode where
found
SpongeBob
something?
and Patrick annoy Squidward. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Except I have one question about this episode. Why does Squidward have Squilliam's robe? That is clearly not the purple robe he usually wears. That is Squilliam Fancyson III's robe. Why would Squidward have this? Unless they were more than just classmates. Could they have once been dating?
What did you say, nigga?
No way. That's not possible. There's no evidence to support that. Right?
Don't do that.
Intimidated, Squidward. Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot!
No. It can't be.
I mean, what kind of a moron would go to their worst enemy's music recital?
It's been right in front of us this whole time.
Our sources last saw Evil harassing teenagers up at Makeout Reef.
Makeout Reef. Good time. Good time.
Voted most likely to suck eggs in high school.
Holy shit!
Oh my
Squilliam
goodness. Hold on. It can't be. It cannot. No, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. I don't. I'm sorry. It cannot. Do y'all believe that? The whole videos are good. The ending got me. He made it sound like it might be why, you know. It might be. That's crazy. No. Don't do me like this, man. I gotta go think about that. I'm gonna go sit in my bed and look at the roof. I'm gonna be thinking about that all day. Oh my goodness. But that's it for the video. I gotta go. I'm gone. That's it for the video. You made it here. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that comment section. Let me know if you want to see some more of these videos. I'm sorry about that. My camera went dead. But like I was saying, if you made it this far, hit that like, subscribe button. Hit the comments. Let me know if you want to see some more of these videos. I know it's like more. I think 6 I seen. So if you want more, I'm gonna do more. I'll do more reactions to it. I like this one. This is real good. It got me at the end. And also his link will be in the description. Go show him some love, subscribe, and like his channel, like his video. And if you could, let him know I sent you. But that's all for you, boy. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch. So if you want to come chill with me, come by, stop by and say what's up. I'm gonna be playing, video like Call of Duty, with the boy, reactions, scary games, all that. We're gonna do all that. So, come chill with me. That link will be in the description. My Twitch channel is in the description. Go over there and hit that follow button so you know and hit that bell too, so notification thing. I don't know what it's called over there. So you know when I start streaming. Sorry, I'm everywhere. I'm stopped up. But yeah, y'all go do that. Come by and chill with me. But that's it for your boy. I'm gonna go lay down. My head hurting. I got a cough. Pray for me. It's your boy Certified Built Fella, and I am out. I like that. Peace.